Hey there, this is Roby here, and so today we're looking at the new Line 6 DT50 head. We've got a 2x12 sitting underneath it. It's got Celestion speakers in. We've got a vintage 30 and a G12H90, so they're the same speakers that Line 6 ship with the 2x12 and the 4x12. Obviously the V30s are easy to come by. The G12H90s, you can get them in the old vetta cabs if you've got one of them lying around. So, first of all, we're going to be looking at the Voicing 1, which is based on an American clean. What I'm doing is I'm using an Ibanez RG350 with, I've got a Dimarzio Evolution in the bridge. I'm either, for starters, I'm going to use that with split coils, so it's basically two single coils in parallel, a little bit like a position 2 on a Strat. So it's a little bit more of your usual kind of tone you'd get from a clean amp. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. It's really nice and jangly, and in the room here, I'm hoping it's transferred onto the recording. It just sounds, there's some nice depth there, sounds nice and full, while also capturing that really sort of bell-like, crystal clean sort of tone that you really do get from a sort of an American clean amp, you know, like a Fender or something like that. That I think it's kind of trying to sort of capture the best elements of in this amp. I'm going to try the same settings on the amp. I'm going to use it with the humbucker. Obviously it's going to sound a little bit more, maybe slightly louder, a bit more in your face, and we'll see how that sounds. Okay, that's sounding cool as well. Alright, so we've got a couple of sounds there from the American clean. You know, obviously you can experiment with all kinds of different sounds and tweaking controls, but that's not what I'm trying to illustrate in this video. I'm just trying to give you a bit of an overview of, you know, some of the sounds you can get with it, you know, in sort of one sort of reasonably short video. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the other channel, which I've got set up on Voicing 3, which is called English Chime. I think it's kind of based on something a little bit more like maybe a Vox AC30 or something like that. To me, it sounds, you know, really like Vox AC30. So let's give that channel switch a flick, and I've already got it set up. So the information in the manual says that there's, you know, obviously you can set it up how you like, you know, it's totally up to you. Their recommended settings are Class A, Pentode, or maybe triode for a more vintage kind of sound, and well, AC30s are vintage amps, so that's what I've gone for. And let's see how that sounds. We're using a humbucker now. Three guesses for what song I was trying to sound a little bit like there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit more for you as well. So that to me sounds pretty much like an AC30 does. Okay, so that kind of rounds up the first part of the video, and so in the next part we're going to actually be looking at voicing 2 and 4.